So I come to tell you He's alive, to tell you that He dries every tear that falls.
Hello, this is Clint Louie, and I come to you today with 5 minutes from friendship. I hope you're having a great day today, and God bless you for tuning in. Bless our God. That's right, bless our God. You and me, let's take today and let's bless our God. Isn't God good to us? Isn't He wonderful? Isn't He great? And as the Bible says, He is greatly to be praised. I'm looking at Psalm 66. Psalm 66. And I invite you to read Psalm 66. It will do your heart good. It will do your soul good to just read and meditate on Psalm 66. Let me share a little portion of this with you. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the Bible says, "Make a joyful noise unto God, all ye lands. Sing forth the honor of His name. Make His praise glorious." Let me skip a few verses. I'm in verse 8. "Oh, bless our God, ye people, and make the voice of His praise to be heard." And then at the end of the psalm, he says, "Blessed be God, which hath not turned away my prayer, nor His mercy from me." Do you see it over and over again? The Bible tells us, bless our God. Make much of His name. Sing and rejoice and be glad. And you and I, we have so much to thank Him for. You know, I am encouraged today. I am encouraged and I'm blessed today. You know why? Because God is still God. Because God is still faithful. Because God has never left me nor forsaken me. Because God is on His throne. And let me ask you today, what reasons do you have right now? And you have them. You have many of them. What reasons do you have right now to bless your God? How about we just take a moment and thank God for the answers to prayer that He gives? Aren't you glad that God answers prayer? Can you think back to a few answered prayers in your life even recently? Can you look back over the years and see how God made a way for you in the times He's comforted you, the times that He has stood by you, and how He answered prayer or made that provision for you when you didn't have a way on your own? Our answers to prayer. Aren't you glad that God does these things? And then, of course, how about, aren't you glad that God has promised us heaven? Isn't heaven wonderful? Aren't you looking forward to going to a better country? Aren't you glad, as the old song says, "This world is not my home, I'm just passing through"? Oh yes, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, because heaven is a beautiful place, a wonderful place, filled with glory and grace. And He has promised heaven for His people. He said, "I go to prepare a place for you. In my Father's house are many mansions." See, we've got so much to bless the Lord for. How about the promise of victory? You know, I'm guilty now. I'm guilty of thinking that victory is found after the valley, or that victory is found after the trial. In other words, I get through this and boy, I'm on the victory side. That's not the way it works. Victory is found in the trial. Victory is in the battle, not after the battle, in the battle. Victory is found during the fight, not after the fight. You say, what you mean? Because you see, it's in the fight that we get on our knees and we say, "Oh God, we have to have help." And so I encourage you today, dear child of God that's going through it, look to the Lord right now, not after the battle, but in the battle. And see that He's still your strength. He's still God and He's still good. And that our God is worthy to be blessed. Bless our God, He said. Bless our God and praise His holy name. The Bible says in Psalm 66 verse 8, "Oh, bless our God." And verse 12 says, "He brought us out into a wealthy place." What a promise. And I encourage you today, bless your God. This is Clint Louie. Have a blessed day.